If you own a new Ram heavy-duty truck, similar to this, you may have to park it outside until further notice due to a recall. In this video, I'm going to explain everything to you and also show you recent recalls from Ram, Ford, General Motors, Toyota, and Nissan. All has to do with pickup trucks because that's what I know the best. So let's dig into this story. This just came out about a day ago. Very recent story about recent 2021 through 2023 Ram 2500 and 3500 trucks. But now this recall also includes their commercial 4500 and 5500 Cummins diesel trucks. 306,165 trucks affected in the United States. And overall total population of these trucks is about 340,000, including Canada and other countries. Basically has to do with a relay on the grid heater for the Cummins 6.7 liter turbo diesel. But so this story is on TFLtruck.com. Late in 2021, there was a similar recall for the similar issue. At that time, it affected about 131,000 Cummins-equipped heavy-duty trucks. And it was a very similar problem having to do with a fire risk. So if you're curious about this, one of the best ways to do this is to go to nhtsa.gov, which is a government site here in the US, because most of these affected trucks are in the US. You put in your VIN into this tool, and it will tell you what trucks are affected, or if your truck is affected or not. I put our 2022 Ram heavy-duty 2500 truck into this tool, and it said, yes, I was affected by this recall. So if I scroll down, here's the recall, very recent, February 2023. Electrical short in the relay can potentially lead to a vehicle fire with the ignition on or off. There's a total, as far as we know, 6 fires related to this. So if you take 300,000 trucks and 6 that had a fire related to this problem, that's very low percentage. But still, nonetheless, they're saying, FCA and Stellantis are saying that please try to park, if you can, your vehicle outside your garage, just in case there is something bad happening. And this can happen while the engine is running or not running. So that's important to note. That's why it's the park outside suggestion. So our truck is affected by this. There's another recall that our truck has currently that we're still trying to remedy, and that has to do with transmission fluid. Sometimes it can get too hot and kind of back out from the dipstick of the transmission. Here, if you go to all of 2022 Ram heavy-duty trucks, right there's a total of 7 recalls for the entire population of trucks. And see, this one is marked as urgent. So this is kind of a big deal. This is why I'm doing this video. But some of the other recalls have to do with a side curtain airbag, electrical short in the relay. This is what we're talking about here. If I look at some others, tailgate may open while driving, transmission fluid leak. This is the other one I mentioned about our truck. Internal ECM short may cause loss of drive power. Rear view image may not display. That also has to do with a tailgate camera. So that's going on. That's what's happening with Ram. So is Ram an outlier? Do they have more recalls than other trucks? Well, let's take a quick look. Once again, NHTSA or NHTSA.gov site. I looked up a 2021 Ford F-250 Super Duty, and it has 5 open recalls. So a little bit fewer. This is 7 for Ram. But it's important not just the number of recalls, but how many trucks are affected. For example, this recent Ford Super Duty, windshield wipers may fail. So if you click and expand this is affecting 652,996 trucks. So a large, huge number of trucks. And also has to do with F-150s, Super Duties, other trucks and SUVs like the Expedition because they use similar parts. Actually, my F-150 was affected by this, and just basically the remedy for this is replacing the windshield washer or the windshield wiper arms themselves. So not a huge deal. It's not a fire risk, but it is a risk if you're driving and your windshield wipers fail, and that it's a huge number. So if I actually look up, let's see, 2022 Ford F-250. Here we go, crew cab, four-wheel drive. There's currently 0 recalls for this model year. So apparently, well, at least according to this tool, Ford has been addressing those issues, and the 2022 trucks are not, or there's nothing open for those trucks, although there are 12 complaints. Let's look at GM. So GM for 2021 Chevy heavy-duty trucks, 4 open recalls just in general, and another fire risk. So the fire risk is affecting a different problem, but it's affecting Chevy heavy-duty trucks as well. But let's dig a little deeper. So let me look. Which one is this? Hold on a second. Go. Brake pressure modulator valve may short. And that's from last year. It's affecting 3,241 trucks. So comparatively very low number of trucks affected by this recall, but it also has to do with a fire risk. And it is labeled urgent. So right here. So, okay, low number, but still kind of an important issue. There are 4 total recalls, incorrect spare tire. That's an interesting one. 86 trucks had an incorrect sizing on the spare tire. Incorrect bolts attached in seat belts, only 470. So some of the other ones are, what's this? Front center seat belt may not be secured. 623,000 trucks may have been affected by this. So, and that's having to do with safety as well, which is what NHTSA is really focused on, overall safety of vehicles. Then if we look at Toyota Tundra, they don't have a heavy-duty truck, but the Tundra is their large truck. 4 open recalls right now on the 2022 model. Parking brake failure, rear view camera malfunction, axle shaft may separate. This is affecting 46,000 trucks. This is affecting 31,000. This is affecting 83,000. This is a lot because this truck just came out last year, a new generation of truck, and they sold about 100,000 trucks in 1 year, approximately speaking. So that's a large population of those trucks already being affected by these issues. So Toyota is not immune to some of these problems. A rear view camera image may not display. Similar, a lot of manufacturers, actually multiple manufacturers, having similar issues with their rear cameras. Now let's take a look at Nissan, 2022 Nissan Frontier. I just wanted to focus on the truck that they sell in large volumes. 6 open recalls there. Once again, rear view display inoperative. Unsecured transmission may cause a rollaway. Okay. How many trucks affected? 197,000. Yeah, so that's a large number. Inoperative rear view camera, again, unsecured transmission, seatbelt bracket may break. So, no, so Ram is definitely not the only company with pickup trucks having recalls, but the Ram recall is the most recent. So let me know what you think in the comments below. And once again, if you own one of these recent trucks that we talked about over the last 2 to 3 years, just go to that website, nhtsa.gov, plug in your VIN. You'll be able to see open recalls. You can also call your dealership and just schedule an appointment to handle that. And it has to do with parts also. So a dealer may not have all the parts necessary to fix a certain recall. So you have to talk to them about it. But hopefully you can address this as fast as possible so you can move on with your business. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Check out oltfl.com for everything automotive in one place.